Hello. Welcome to Sister Spirit Tarot, a channel dedicated to metaphysical education through the guidance of the tarot. Thank you for choosing to spend time with my sisters and I. And now, the Red Sister speaks. The tarot, the color red, and the Muladhara chakra form a powerful triad of vitality, survival, and primal energy. This hue of blood and fire corresponds seamlessly with Muladhara, the root chakra, which governs stability, security, and our most instinctual drives. In tarot, red often appears in cards that embody strength and foundational power, such as displayed on the garments of justice, the Hierophant, and the Emperor. It signifies passion, urgency, and the force that propels us forward, reminding us that survival is not passive but an active assertion of will. Muladhara, seated at the base of the spine, ensures that this energy is grounded, preventing recklessness while fostering courage. When red dominates a reading, it may signal a need to reconnect with one's roots, to stabilize before leaping into transformation. The tarot, like Muladhara, teaches that personal power comes from truly knowing ourselves. Only then can one move with purpose. Together, let us look at the spiritual energies coming through the veil this upcoming week. We will now scan the cosmic, the galactic, the heliocentric, the planetary, the Akashic, the interdimensional, the magical, and the mundane metaphysical vibrations that will be prominent during the next 7 days. Scanning begins with the first cards drawn to illustrate the energies emitting from the cosmic. The Ace of Swords and Page of Wands form a powerful duo when exploring the theme of truly knowing ourselves. The Ace of Swords represents clarity, truth, and intellectual breakthroughs, cutting through illusions to reveal the essence of our being. The Page of Wands, on the other hand, embodies curiosity, enthusiasm, and the spark of discovery, urging us to explore the unknown with an open heart. Together, these cards suggest that self-awareness is not just about deep introspection but also about embracing the adventure of personal growth. In the vastness of the cosmos, the Ace of Swords acts as a celestial beacon, illuminating the truths we may have overlooked or resisted. It calls upon us to wield discernment and to separate external influences from our authentic voice. This card reminds us that knowing ourselves requires us to take an honest look into our motivations, fears, and desires. It is the sword that cuts through self-deception, allowing us to stand in the brilliance of our own truth. The Page of Wands, in contrast, brings the energy of exploration and excitement. If the Ace of Swords is the revelation, the Page of Wands is the journey that follows. This card encourages us to approach self-discovery with curiosity rather than judgment. It challenges us to see ourselves as ever-evolving beings rather than fixed identities. It whispers that knowing ourselves is not a destination but rather a continuous and ever-unfolding saga amidst a cosmic dance of stars and galaxies. The Page of Wands urges us to take action, whether through creative expression, new experiences, or bold leaps into the unknown. Together, these cards offer a profound message. True self-awareness is both an act of revelation and an act of creation. The cosmos does not simply exist. It expands, shifts, and transforms, just as we do. To truly know ourselves, we must embrace both the clarity of the Ace of Swords and the adventurous spirit of the Page of Wands. We must be willing to see ourselves clearly and then step forward with courage, knowing that each discovery leads to another. In this way, we align with the rhythm of the universe itself, forever seeking, forever becoming. For the galactic, a fascinating contrast is created when we draw the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles represents new beginnings, stability, and tangible growth, offering a grounded foundation for self-discovery. The Seven of Swords, however, introduces the element of deception, strategy, and hidden truths, thus urging us to question what we believe about ourselves and the narratives we construct. Together, these cards suggest that true self-awareness requires both the courage to build our discernment to recognize illusions. Within the vast expanse of our galaxy, the Ace of Pentacles serves as an anchor, reminding us that self-knowledge is not just an abstract concept but something we cultivate through action. It speaks to the importance of grounding our identity in tangible experiences. Those may be within our work, our relationships, and inside our personal growth. This card encourages us to embrace opportunities that align with our authentic selves, reinforcing that knowing who we are is not just about introspection but also about the choices we make in the physical world. The Seven of Swords, however, challenges us to look deeper. It warns of self-deception, of the masks we wear and the truths we avoid. In the cosmic dance of existence, it asks, are we truly honest with ourselves? Are we shaping our identity based on external expectations or hidden fears? This card urges us to confront the parts of ourselves we may be tempted to ignore, to recognize when we are avoiding difficult truths, and to reclaim our personal narrative with integrity. Together, these cards offer a profound message. Knowing ourselves is both an act of creation and an act of revelation. The Ace of Pentacles provides the foundation and the tangible steps toward self-realization, while the Seven of Swords ensures that we do not build upon facades. To truly know ourselves, we must embrace both the stability of the Ace and the sharp awareness of the Seven. In doing so, we align with the rhythm of the galaxy itself, expanding, questioning, and evolving in the endless pursuit of truth. The next spread, the spread for the heliocentric, provides a reading to be seen through the lens of the Knight of Swords and the King of Cups reversed. It offers a profound exploration of intellect, emotional mastery, and the challenges of self-awareness. In the grand theatre of the solar system, the Knight of Swords charges forward with relentless determination, embodying the sharp intellect and decisive action that propels celestial bodies through their orbits. This card speaks to the pursuit of knowledge, the hunger for truth, and the unwavering drive to understand the forces that shape our existence. However, in the context of self-awareness, this energy can sometimes manifest as impulsivity, or, in some cases, an eagerness to define oneself through external validation rather than deep introspection. The sun, ever radiant, reminds us that illumination comes not just from seeking answers but from allowing wisdom to settle within. Contrasting this, the King of Cups reversed introduces an emotional undercurrent that challenges the Knight's intellectual dominance. When upright, this king is the master of emotional balance, but in reversal, he signals inner turmoil, perhaps a suppression of feelings or an inability to fully integrate emotional truths. In the cosmic dance, planets rely on the sun's warmth, yet they must also navigate their own gravitational forces. Similarly, we must acknowledge our emotional depths rather than dismiss them in favor of logic alone. The reversed king warns against detachment, urging us to embrace vulnerability as a crucial aspect of self-knowing. Together, these cards weave a narrative of intellectual pursuit versus emotional avoidance. To truly know ourselves, we must harmonize the Knight's clarity with the King's emotional wisdom. The sun, the great life-giver, does not discriminate between intellect and emotion. It fuels both, allowing growth in all dimensions. This reading invites us to reflect on their own balance. Are we charging ahead with logic while neglecting emotional truths? Or are we drowning in feelings without direction? The journey to self-awareness is not about choosing one path but integrating both, much like the celestial bodies that orbit in perfect harmony. Relative to the energies of the earth, we draw the Two of Cups and the Magician. These cards offer a profound reflection on unity, manifestation, and the sacred balance between connection and personal power. This message is exciting as it encourages the seeker to see themselves as both part of the whole and masters of their own destiny. The Two of Cups speaks to harmony, partnership, and the deep recognition of another soul. In the context of Gaia, this card represents the interconnectedness of all life, the way rivers nourish the land, the way creatures coexist in delicate ecosystems, and the way humans are meant to honor their bond with nature. To truly know ourselves, we must acknowledge that we are not separate from the earth, but an extension of her. This card reminds us that self-awareness is not just an individual pursuit. It is found in the relationships we cultivate. Relationships with others, with nature, and with the energies that sustain us. The Magician, standing at the crossroads of possibility, represents mastery, manifestation, and the ability to shape reality through will and intention. In Mother Gaia's reading, this card calls upon every being to recognize their innate power and embrace their abilities to create, to transform, and to bring dreams into existence. The Magician reminds us that knowing ourselves is not just about understanding who we are but realizing what we are capable of. The Earth herself is a magician, constantly evolving, birthing new landscapes, and sustaining life through her boundless energy. This card urges us to step into our own creative force, to wield our talents with purpose, and to honor the magic within. Together, these cards weave a narrative of unity and empowerment. To truly know ourselves, we must embrace both the connection of the Two of Cups and the personal mastery of the Magician. This planetary spread teaches us that self-awareness is not a solitary journey. It is found in the way we nurture relationships, honor our environment, and step into our own creative potential. This reading encourages us to reflect on our role in the grand tapestry of existence. It raises questions. Are we fostering harmony with the world around us? Are we embracing our power to shape our reality? As we can plainly see, the journey to self-knowing is both a surrender to interconnectedness and a bold step into personal creation. The Seven of Pentacles reversed and Queen of Swords reversed offers a profound reflection on patience, discernment, and the challenges of self-awareness within the vast Akashic currents. The Seven of Pentacles reversed speaks to frustration, impatience, and the questioning of one's efforts. In the grand Akashic tapestry, this card suggests that many seekers may feel as though their spiritual work has not yielded the clarity they expected. The universe, vast and ever-expanding, does not always provide immediate answers. Sometimes, the lessons are embedded in simply waiting for the answers to sprout like planted bulbs, as they often develop within the unseen growth beneath the surface. To truly know ourselves, we must recognize that self-discovery is not a destination but an unfolding process. The reversed Seven warns against abandoning the journey too soon, urging us to trust that every experience, even the seemingly stagnant ones, contributes to our evolution. The Queen of Swords reversed, on the other hand, introduces an element of clouded judgment, emotional detachment, or even self-deception. In the Akashic realm, where wisdom flows like an infinite river, this Queen reversed suggests that clarity is being obstructed, perhaps by rigid beliefs, unprocessed emotions, or an unwillingness to confront uncomfortable truths. The great Akashic spirit does not demand blind acceptance. She invites inquiry, but only when paired with honesty. To truly know ourselves, we must be willing to strip away illusions, to see beyond the narratives we have constructed, and to embrace the raw truth of our being. Together, these cards weave a narrative of patience versus perception. The reversed Seven of Pentacles warns against abandoning the search too soon, while the reversed Queen of Swords cautions against distorting the truth to fit our expectations. The Akashic spirit teaches that self-awareness is not about forcing revelations but about allowing them to emerge naturally. This reading invites all to reflect on their own spiritual journey, Are we rushing toward answers without allowing wisdom to settle? Are we clinging to perspectives that obscure their true nature? The path to self-knowing requires both trust in the process and honesty in perception. As we step into the interdimensional currents, we are confronted with the Page of Pentacles and Six of Cups, and we find a fascinating exploration of discovery, nostalgia, and the unseen forces shaping our understanding. The Page of Pentacles represents curiosity, learning, and the pursuit of knowledge. In the context of the unseen realm, this card suggests that self-awareness is an ongoing journey, one that requires patience, dedication, and a willingness to explore beyond the known. The page is the seeker, the one who studies the mysteries of existence, eager to grasp the deeper truths that lie beneath the surface. In the interdimensional space, where time and perception shift, this card reminds us that knowing ourselves is not about rigid definitions but about embracing the fluidity of growth and transformation. The Six of Cups, on the other hand, introduces the element of memory, nostalgia, and the echoes of past experiences. In the interdimensional realm, this card suggests that self-awareness is deeply tied to the remnants of what has come before, whether in this lifetime or beyond. It speaks to the unseen influences that shape our identity, the karmic threads that weave through our existence, and the moments of familiarity that remind us of who we truly are. To know ourselves fully, we must acknowledge the past, not as something to be trapped by, but as a foundation upon which we build our future. Together, these cards weave a narrative of learning and remembrance. The Page of Pentacles urges us to seek knowledge with an open heart, while the Six of Cups reminds us that wisdom is often found in the echoes of our past. The interdimensional realm is a space of fluidity, where identities shift and truths evolve. This reading encourages travelers to reflect on their own journey and ponder some quintessential items. Are we embracing the lessons of our past while remaining open to new discoveries? Are we allowing ourselves to evolve beyond old patterns while honoring the wisdom we have gained? To be sure, true self-knowing is a balance between exploration and remembrance. Through the Four of Cups reversed and the Seven of Wands, we witness a powerful reflection on awakening, resilience, and the pursuit of personal truth within the realm of the magical. Let us step into this clandestine world and unravel its message. The Four of Cups reversed signals a shift from stagnation to awareness. This is a moment when the veil lifts, revealing opportunities that were previously overlooked. In the realm of the magical, this card suggests that self-knowing is not a passive experience but an active awakening. Those who walk the esoteric path must recognize when they have been too inward, too lost in contemplation, and when it is time to engage with the world anew. To truly know ourselves, we must be willing to accept the gifts offered by the unseen forces, to embrace the synchronicities that whisper truths we may have ignored. The Seven of Wands, standing firm against opposition, speaks to the necessity of defending one's truth. In the occult world of magic, where knowledge is sacred and power is often challenged, this card reminds us that self-awareness requires courage. To know oneself is to stand unwavering in the face of doubt, to hold fast to personal convictions even when the world seeks to shake them. The Seven of Wands teaches that true self-knowing is not just about discovery, it is about protection. It is about ensuring that the wisdom gained is not diluted by external pressures or the expectations of others. Together, these cards weave a narrative of awakening and resilience. The Four of Cups reversed urges us to open our eyes to the truths we have ignored, while the Seven of Wands demands that we stand firm in those truths once they are revealed. The realm of the magical thrives on secrecy, on the careful balance between revelation and preservation. This reading urges us to reflect on their own journey. Are we awakening to our true nature, or are we still resisting the call? Are we prepared to defend our self-awareness against the forces that seek to challenge it? To truly know ourselves, we must both see, stand, and recognize both truth and revelation, and have the strength to uphold and defend them. This week, the weight of existence within the realm of the mundane is depicted in the Ten of Wands and Nine of Swords. This is a brutal, yet profound reflection on burden and mental strain. The Ten of Wands speaks to the overwhelming responsibilities and pressures that come with navigating the structured world. In the realm of the mundane, this card represents the relentless demands placed upon individuals, the obligations, the expectations, and the societal constructs that often leave little room for personal freedom. To truly know ourselves, we must first acknowledge the weight we carry. Are these burdens self-imposed, or do they stem from external forces? The Ten of Wands reminds us that while perseverance is admirable, there comes a time when we must reassess what we are holding on to and whether it truly serves our growth. The Nine of Swords, often called the card of anxiety and sleepless nights, introduces the mental and emotional toll of these burdens. In the mundane, where logic and practicality reign, this card suggests that many struggle with internal fears, worries about failure, worries about meeting expectations, worries about whether they are enough. To truly know ourselves, we must confront these fears rather than allow them to consume us. The Nine of Swords warns against the cycle of overthinking, urging us to seek clarity and release the narratives that keep us trapped in distress. The mind, much like the structured world, can become a prison if we do not actively challenge its limitations. Together, to reiterate, these cards weave a narrative of burden and mental strain. The Ten of Wands highlights the external pressures, while the Nine of Swords reveals the internal struggles that arise from them. The realm of the mundane demands adherence to rules, but true self-knowing requires questioning them. This reading invites us to reflect on our own journey. Are we carrying responsibilities that no longer serve us? Are we allowing fear and doubt to dictate our path? To truly know ourselves, we must find the balance between duty and liberation, between structure and self-trust. Truly knowing yourself is a journey that spans the cosmic and the mundane. These tarot spreads explore how self-awareness unfolds across these realms. From the Ace of Swords' piercing of truth to the Page of Wands' adventurous discovery, showing that insight must be both revealed and pursued. In the galactic expanse, the Ace of Pentacles urges stability while the Seven of Swords demands discernment, reminding us that we must not only build our understanding but also question the narratives we construct. The heliocentric spread warns against intellectual impulsivity and emotional avoidance, insisting that balance between knowledge and emotional wisdom is key. The Earth spread integrates interconnectedness and personal mastery as the Two of Cups embodies unity, while the Magician highlights individual transformation. The Akashic records remind us of patience, cautioning against premature conclusions or self-deception, and in the interdimensional space, the Page of Pentacles and Six of Cups show that self-knowing requires both curiosity and remembrance. Ultimately, the mundane completes the cycle, confronting us with burdens and anxiety. The Ten of Wands and Nine of Swords illuminate the weight of existence, forcing us to examine what we carry and why. The Four of Cups reversed and Seven of Wands within the magical realm remind us that self-knowing is not passive. It requires awakening and defending our truth. Across dimensions, this reading insists that self-awareness is not just an esoteric ideal but a lived practice, requiring courage, reflection, and the integration of wisdom into reality. The journey of self-knowing is a cycle of revelation, discernment, action, and transformation. And we must learn to embrace it. Live life to the fullest. This now concludes our scan and inspection of the metaphysical forces at play within our matrix. It was an honor to provide you with this examination of the upcoming week. I hope that this video brought you insight, inspiration, or, at the very least, just a moment of enjoyment. Stay curious, stay creative, stay strong, and most importantly, stay safe. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your time and presence. If you enjoy the content, consider subscribing. As always, your support and engagement mean the world to me. I will share more with you next week. Goodbye.